What a crowd. It is so great to see so many familiar faces, so many friends. It's heartwarming that you would choose to spend a little time with me on your Sunday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for believing in me, and thank you for believing in our great country, right? We are all true Americans and true patriots. Thank you for being out here. So I am so excited to be running for the United States Senate. Before we get into the reason that we are all here today, I just want to start off by thanking a few really important people in my life. My husband, Matt, and my boys, Max and Jax. They are here today with us. They are my world. So it's my job as their mother to embarrass them a little bit, right? So Max is a teenager now, and he's very fluent in just a couple of words, mostly whatever and nuh-uh. That's his favorite word right now in our house. And then Jax, well, I'm pretty sure, sweetie, you're probably going to be an attorney or a lawyer because of all the fights you pick and all the arguing you do with your brother. So let's just put it this way. There is never a dull day in the house with those two around and raising them. And then obviously my husband, Matt, who manages the fort and getting them to lessons to and from and making sure our house is taken care of while I'm off serving you in Washington, D.C. I could not do it without them. So thank you to my boys. You know, they remind me every single day why I'm in this fight, why this fight matters. They're the reason why I stepped into the arena to begin with. They're always front of mind to me, and especially after this week. It was a really, really tough week in these last couple of days with the assassination of our good friend, Charlie Kirk. Charlie was a man of faith, as we all know. He passionately sought that unfiltered truth in the most American way possible, which was to have that honest, civil debate and discourse with people. And he really inspired a true generation of people, and he delivered results that changed millions of people's lives for the better. So above all, he was a proud dad and a loving husband. So we're eternally grateful for his selfless contribution in this space to our country, and we know his legacy will live on in the American spirit. So I would just like to ask everyone, please let's take just a quick moment to remember Charlie and pray for him and his family. Thank you. All right, I'd like to recognize a few special people who we have with us this afternoon. These are some true patriots who have been fighting on the front lines alongside us to help save and restore the American dream. So a couple of them, I'll just have you quick stand. We have Representative Steve Bradley in the room. Steve, thank you for your service to our great state. We have Representative Shannon Lundgren in the House as well. Shannon. Also from Dubuque County, Representative Jennifer Smith. Jennifer's here. From Benton County, a front row Joe, but Representative Tom Gerhold is here. Tom, thanks for coming. We have our fabulous Lieutenant Governor, Chris Cronoyer, is here today. Chris, thank you. And then we have our National Committeeman, Steve Scheffler. Thank you so much for being here, Steve. I also want to recognize our servicemen and women who are with us this afternoon, our veterans. Your courage and sacrifice make it possible for us to gather here today in freedom. So on behalf of everyone in this room, I want to say thank you. Could you please stand to be recognized for your service to our country? And I'd also like to take a moment to join so many Iowans across the state to express our gratitude for our fabulous U.S. Senator and my great friend, Joni Ernst. Can we give her a round of applause? If there's one thing I've learned about her, it's that service defines Joni. From serving her country in uniform to fiercely fighting for hardworking Iowans in the U.S. Senate, Joni always puts the interests of others before her own. And most importantly, she always finds a way to do exactly as she promised. And when you look at her story, all the way from Red Oak, Iowa to the United States Senate, it is really proof positive that the American dream is both achievable and worth fighting for. It's still alive, and Joni embodies that. And our country and our state are better off because of her service and her selfless service. So I lead a heartfelt thank you to Joni from every Iowan. So it is a very special day to be here. I'm surrounded by people who love our state and love this country because today we're embarking on a brand new journey. We're embarking on a journey to continue fighting alongside President Trump to transform the America First agenda into our America First future. And that's what we're fighting for. I have fought alongside President Trump in the House, and we keep on winning. And now I am running to be President Trump's top ally in the United States Senate. I think it's clear our campaign is off to a rocking start. We've received endorsements from so many strong Iowa leaders, so many key America First Republicans from across the country. And look at this crowd here today. It means so much to me to have you here, to have my back. The energy is obviously amazing here in Iowa. We know what's at stake. So I am so grateful for all of your support and enthusiasm. And I am incredibly grateful to have earned the support of our great president, President Donald J. Trump. It has been a true honor to fight alongside him to fix what Joe Biden broke. We are putting America first, and we are making America great again. Mr. President, I want to say thank you for your support. I will not let you down. So my priorities, well, they're your priorities. I hear them across Iowa every single day. Securing our borders and deporting illegal aliens, keeping men out of girls' sports, cutting taxes for working families, defending our farmers and supporting American agriculture, strengthening Medicaid, Medicare, and Social Security for our seniors, and helping young Iowans to be able to buy a house and start a family. That's the American dream, right? These are common sense policies for common sense people. They will make our lives better and our country stronger. Our hardworking families, our kids, our workers, the small businesses that power our economy, our seniors, our service members, and our veterans. That is who we are fighting for, and we will not stop. Because at heart, I'm a mama bear who refuses to stand by and allow my kids to grow up in a country run by liberals who want to ditch the American experiment and set up some kind of crazy liberal dystopia. We've seen that story over the last couple of years. In their world, they think boys can be girls. They think illegal aliens should be getting taxpayer benefits. They seem to think criminals should be treated better than victims. Hardworking families have been taxed into the ground. So we've seen what that kind of nonsense does in states like California and New York. These were states that were once great beacons of American pride, but now they're plagued by decades of radical left lunacy, taking them in the wrong direction. But that's the vision the Democrats in this race in Iowa are fighting for. They want to push Iowa to the coasts. They want to push our country past the brink. Well, guess what? I'm not going to let them do that. Are you with me? So in the Senate, I will fight to make America look more like Iowa. Because guess what? Here we know the difference between boys and girls. We know that families deserve to keep more of what they earn. And we know the people, not the government, always come first. That's Iowa. And you know who else knows that? And you know who's fighting for that same vision? President Trump is. Finally, we have a president who shares our values back in the White House, and it took a long time to get him back there, didn't it? We know he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do, and guess what? It feels good to have a president who doesn't need an afternoon nap as well. The man is relentless. I think we all know that. And President Trump is too busy bringing America back. And believe me, I've talked to him pretty recently. We are just getting started. We have a long list of things we need to get done. So thanks to his leadership in the first 6-7 months of his term, we have already delivered for the American people the most pro-family, pro-worker, pro-America economic package in our country's history. We've been hard at work. Promises made, promises kept. Imagine that. I think it's great what the president's been able to accomplish. We passed President Trump's Working Families Tax Cuts. And guess what? It does exactly what it says. No more tax on tips. No more taxes on overtime. We're protecting our seniors. Middle-class tax cuts that actually help middle-class families. Permanent tax relief for our small businesses and our family farms. And unlike the Democrats who gave you 87,000 new IRS agents to audit your Venmo accounts and follow you around, well, guess what? We delivered 10,000 new ICE agents and CBP agents to keep our country safe. Democrats taxed your energy. They taxed your food. They taxed your freedom. And when Americans said enough was enough, and you sent Republicans back to Washington, D.C. to clean up that mess, well, the Democrats have started calling us extremists. Well, if it's extreme to want parents in charge of our kids' education, if it's extreme to want safe borders and safe streets, if it's extreme to believe that there are only two genders, then they can go ahead and call me whatever they want to. Pretty simple, right? Again, I said common sense policies for common sense people. We know what's right, and no liberal, no bureaucrat, no reporter is going to bully us into buying that garbage. So President Trump will neither back down, and neither will I. Because guess what? I'm stepping up. Are you with me in this fight? There is too much at stake and too much left to do. Now, I won't make any bones about it, this is not going to be easy. Democrats are not just going to fade silently into the night. Sure, today it seems like they are pretty much a joke, right? They don't have a leader, they don't have a message, and they really don't have a clue what to do about it. I guess if their thought leaders are Bernie, AOC, and Zoran Mamdani, that's what they've got going for them. I would bet on us instead. We cannot rest on our laurels, though, and I think we all know that. We have not come this far to only go this far. We have to keep Iowa red when it comes to the Senate, when it comes to our governor's race, all of our statewide offices, our congressional seats, and our leaders in the legislature as well. If we keep Iowa red, we will help make sure President Trump can have a full 4 years of wins and deliver results for you that'll last for a generation and beyond. And so, yes, we have a lot at stake. So, are we ready to fight, fight, fight? Do it with me. Fight, 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 fight. That's right. We're going to go out and fight. That's exactly what I'm going to do in the United States Senate. So we need to continue that work for you. We need to continue to cut more taxes and deliver additional work relief for hardworking families and America's small businesses. We must continue that fight to make America affordable again. We need to lower the cost of prescription drugs so that every Iowan gets the care that they need. We need to expand mental health care services and get our veterans the care that they have earned. We need to deport every single criminal, illegal alien from our country and continue to crush the gangs and the cartels. And we need to protect our kids from the left's radical, woke gender ideology. We need to keep parents in charge of our kids' educations. And we need to continue to harness America's strength to take on threats like China, who for years have capitalized and exploited the weak leadership of Joe Biden. We can only deliver on these critical wins and make America safer and stronger for a generation to come if we win this seat. Or correction, when we win this seat, right? Now, I just want to level with you a little bit because this is really personal for me, not just because I'm a mom or because I'm an Iowa girl who loves her country and her state, but this is personal for me because I know it's personal for so many of you. I've been traveling the state, and I've had just such an opportunity over the last few years, the great fortune of meeting so many great people out on the road, hearing those stories, some of them really uplifting and motivating, and some of them, frankly, heartbreaking. And I've heard it all. I've met hardworking people who feel like they still can't get ahead. I've met parents of victims to criminals who shouldn't be in our country. And I've met girls who feel like their dreams of victory were just crushed by men pretending to be one of them. And for each of those stories, for all of you, that's why this fight is personal. And I'm not going to stand by as far-left Democrats like Zach Walz masquerade as a moderate, hoping to fool Iowans into believing that they share our values. We know better. They don't. We rejected the last Walz who sought to destroy our country. We'll do the same for this one. Same woke ideology, a little bit different spelling, but we get it. We know Zach will forget about Iowa if he makes it into Washington, D.C. He will raise your taxes, he'll reopen the borders, and he'll restore government bureaucrats who think they know your families better than you do. Guess what? We can't let that happen, can we? No, we can't. And that's why I'm stepping up, I'm fighting back, and I know all of you are too, right? We're in this fight together. So, are we going to end the nonsense? Yes? Are we going to end the insanity?
Yes.
Are we going to end the waste, fraud, and abuse? Finally.
Yes.
Are we going to protect and save innocent lives?
Yes.
Yes, we are. That is our mission, and that is our goal. We are going to fight to protect America with the same relentless energy with which we are fighting to save America. You have my word on that, and again, that's why I'm stepping into this arena once again. I've never lost sight of that mission. I am ready to keep fighting in the United States Senate for every one of you, for every Iowan, and for every American. I have been honored to serve you. So from the 22 counties here in Northeast Iowa to the 99 counties in our state, I am going to get out there and do the full Grassley. It's going to be fun. A lot of time in the minivan on the road, but I plan to not let you down. Thank you so much. God bless you, and God bless the great state of Iowa. Thank you for coming out. Let's go win!